Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. If you had to hit pause on this video to get your coffee or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now, as this will be a lengthy discussion. So over the last few days, as most of you know, I have been covering a lot of different food recalls. There have been a ton. There have been a lot. There's been a lot of questions. So we're going to try and answer some of this together and find out just what the heck is going on here. Okay, so as you know, grocery prices continue to go up. We see sales. We've seen sales for the last couple months, but over the last couple days, I've seen some things. And in tomorrow's video, which I'm not going to spoil at all, comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we see some things. I go over some different things that have gone up in price in maybe some areas that you would not expect. Now, it is food. I will leave that as a spoiler, okay? But we are seeing so many different recalls, it's unreal. People are leaving comments of things that are disappearing. Empty shelves again. I have seen some things that are of empty shelves today, okay? And what happens? What is the one thing that we know happens when something goes away? Comes back at a higher price. It could stay gone for a while. Things could stay gone for a while, and then all of a sudden it comes back at a higher price. And businesses could use whatever excuse they want. Oh, we had to hire more people. We had to change production. We had to clean our machines from listeria or salmonella, right? Now, I'm not one to be too big of a conspiracy theorist here, so we'll just say that right off the bat. I'm sure some of you on the channel are, and me a little at times. And the thing is it conspiracy or realism? I say that because this is happening way too much. We are finding way too many products that have been contaminated with listeria. Someone asked a question today, and I didn't even know how to answer it. So I'm going to answer it right here. In yesterday's video, we were talking about the different deli meats. Now, this is fresh sliced deli meats, right? That's hit 12 states. All of a sudden, I mean, you know, it's been carrying over since May to July 5th, I guess, when they started to figure out their numbers, right? They don't really go into what it covers, though. They say it could be potentially ham, turkey, or liverwurst. I guess that's because out of the 28 people that have been hospitalized or the 2 people who have died, right? Maybe they figured out that was part of it. But there's no store. There's no where did this come from? People were asking, is it deli meats in packages? I don't think so. They say, all the articles claim that it's sliced deli meats. Now, guys, I'll tell you, these things are just getting too outrageous. It's gotten so bad that now news websites are literally putting together a month-to-month, like, labeling of all of these different recalls, how it happened, where it happened from. I'm actually glad they're doing that. I'm kind of thinking a lot of these guys are watching Adventures with Dano here, because that's exactly what I do. I mark these things down as they go so that we can compare and move things around to see maybe can we come up with a map. Now, if you guys remember a couple years ago when we had empty shelves all over the place here in Cincinnati, and many of you joined the channel because maybe you were seeking answers of why your Kroger or why your Walmart or why your place didn't have any dog food or cat food or cereal or bread. Guys, the one thing I can tell you for sure is that all of these products affected are going to come back at a higher price. Look at cantaloupe. Cantaloupe skyrocketed in price. With the salmonella scare a few months ago, I was telling people, I was like, just watch. Oh, it'll come back. It'll be salmonella free. But it's going to go up 30, 40 cents a cantaloupe. Now they're like $3.29 everywhere you go. Maybe not Aldi. If there's anybody that can combat prices and really works for the customer, who is there for the customer, I feel like Aldi has taken over as number one, at least in our area. You know, and I'm sure like local mom and pop places, you know, that earn people's business by having great quality, maybe not the best prices, but you know where it's coming from, you know what quality it is. I saw prices today, guys, that made me sick. Made me sick. Again, I want to spoil where I went today, but I don't, because I don't want to ruin tomorrow's video. Just, you know, it comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. So if you want to check it out, I highly recommend it. You know, some of these things that are happening, though, I kind of started thinking about this more today. Okay, because when I went to this place, I was like, I'm starting to see things that are kind of getting recalled, coming back, maybe not at a higher price yet upon said recall and then coming back in, but then like a week or two later, then we're seeing the price increase because you're trying to earn the trust of the people again. Oh, I had to return this. This was a recall. I had to return this batch of stuff. It was a recall. And then you come back and remember Jif? Remember Jif peanut butter? They tried to earn the trust of the people. So what happened? It was like all these store brands and other brands of peanut butter were going up in price. Jif came back almost a year later. I didn't think Jif was going to make it. Remember? It was like 9 months. You couldn't find a jar of Jif peanut butter anywhere. And they came back. And they came back at the same price. What happened 2 weeks later? It shot up beyond all other peanut butter. Now, you know, that's smart. That's a smart business stance, because the way I look at it is you're earning your trust back with the people, right? Because, well, there's a lot of diehard Jif peanut butter fans out there. Us included. I know I had my thing there for a while where I wasn't buying it and everything, but, you know, you find a good deal, and Jif peanut butter's good. It really is. So is Great Value peanut butter. I don't know. The thing is that for the things that we see disappear, it's hard to really, you know, it's like, I understand, you know, a lot of things, and as I grow as a channel, I grow with our audience, and you guys grow with us. But when you start seeing gaping holes in areas, not just in one store, okay, you notice these in multiple stores. What does that tell you? It's an overall issue. If it was if it was Kroger, if it was Aldi, if it was Meijer, or if it was just one store, I'd be like, okay, well, they're having an issue with that right now. But if it's every store, then it becomes a problem. Then it's an issue. I'm drinking Starbucks, by the way. And it's delicious. Guys, I just wanted to put this video together today to talk to you guys a little bit about what I've been seeing, and trying not to give anything away in tomorrow's video. I have a bad habit of doing that. Because I like, as to where I go into these places looking for the element of surprise, I like for you guys to feel that way too. That's the whole purpose of how I do these videos. So with that, I will say this. We've had a massive amount of recalls. I haven't even looked it up yet. I'll tell you what, we'll keep chatting here for a second. Let's look this up. Hopefully my computer works. Been having issues with my computer lately. There was just a recall at Aldi that I believe it's some kind of chicken. Hope it is not the red bag chicken, because we are loaded down on that. Okay, so got the computer on here. I know I was going to go over this as we went through this, but I figured I had a lot to talk about in tonight's video, so hopefully you got your coffee ready while we're loading up the computer here. You know, if you haven't yet, get a snack, something. This video will probably come out early evening, so we'll get into it here. But yeah, I don't like speaking of a recall and then not telling you guys what it is. No kidding, guys. I'll tell you what, that deli, the deli sliced meat, the fresh sliced deli meat, okay, is what they claimed it is. People were asking, is it in packages too? Somebody mentioned Land of Frost. No, they haven't said that. But I am one that errs on the side of caution, with a lot of this crap going on, because there's just so much, guys. It's just one thing after another. It doesn't stop, and it only gets worse. It only gets worse. And, you know, I try to back away from some of these daggone food recalls, and it's like, as I do, it's just more and more. You know, and speaking of like conspiracy theories and stuff like that, you know, I am one in part to where it's like, look, I do math. And I start calculating things in my brain, and I start looking at the way things were back in the past. As most of you know, I have a pretty darn good memory. And a lot of stuff doesn't add up. Over the last couple weeks, a lot of stuff hasn't added up in anything. Oh, by the way, we're still not seeing planes. We're still not seeing airplanes. Okay? I'm just throwing that out there. We've seen a couple, but they're nowhere near where they come in and out of Cincinnati. So they've either changed routes, something is going on. And also, there's major issues with Delta as well as flights today. Today is Tuesday, July 22nd. And still hundreds of flights canceled from Delta, and thousands of flights have been delayed here. Some of these food recalls that are... So this one's fresh. And another reason why I don't like doing this right off the bat, because it could be a mistake, right? I don't want to talk about something that's a mistake. So I'm just going to say right now, this is fresh, hot off the press. Okay, so whatever this is, it is what it is. And somebody, one of our viewers had mentioned they really appreciated us, that the fact that I do that I do research, but I talked about it a little early because you actually had one product that was on recall, so at least you know not to eat it until you find out for sure. And I guess that is one way. Okay. Now see, now I can't even find it. Let's see. I know it, whatever it was, it said something about the chicken. So let's put in Aldi chicken food recall. You guys are Googling with me today. See, it was probably nothing. Some of these things, you know, they just do something to get you to click the button. Okay. Oh, this is it right here. Aldi's Farmwood chicken breast, T-Rex bites pulled from shelves. That kind of sounds familiar, don't it? Like Tyson? Remember the dinosaur Tyson was a recall? About a year ago? You know, those little dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets, targeted audiences for children, where they were finding plastic pieces and crap like that. It's accidents happen. That has happened way too much. We have been finding these kind of things in products, and it's just happening way too much. We need to all start researching these factories and facilities, and we need a heavy workforce to start investigating everything that's going on, because these food recalls are getting out of control. Out of control. Accidents are one thing. Some stuff. Some of you probably know what I want to say. Okay, and feel free to speak of it down in the comments. Just some things I just don't say on the channel here. You know, some things I won't talk about. Just because of the channel, and I don't want to. I just don't want to talk about some things. But I'll tell you what, there are some. One could believe that there are some malicious things at play here. I will say that. I will say that. Oh, look at this. I love how they start this off. Also, this is from Channel 7 News. So I'm not sure where it is. A beloved children's food item has been pulled from Aldi shelves. Food Standards Australia and New Zealand. Oh, okay, so this is out of the country. Food Standards, well, we're going through it anyway. Food Standards Australia and New Zealand issued the recall for Farmwood, which is very popular through Aldi, Farmwood chicken breast T-Rex bites due to the presence of an undeclared allergen. Been getting a lot of that lately. Undeclared allergens. The bites, the Dino Bites, contain peanuts, and any consumers who have a peanut allergy or intolerance may have a reaction if the product is consumed. Well, yeah, they sure would. The product. So I will say this: we have a lot of viewers from Australia. Let me know if you're from New Zealand. I don't know if we have any viewers from New Zealand, but we do have viewers from Australia. So, yeah, good thing we are talking about this. So, yeah, if you got the Dino chicken breast T-Rex bites from Aldi, then, yeah, I would definitely pay attention here. I'll go through this. The products have been available for sale at Aldi stores in NSW, the ACT, Queensland, SA, WA, and Victoria. So whatever SA and WA stand for in Victoria. Customers should return the product to any Aldi store for a full refund. Aldi is really good about that stuff. Aldi is really good about taking things back. And especially, well, yeah, I mean, a recall, anybody has to, but consumers who have a peanut allergy or intolerance should not consume this product. An Aldi spokesperson said. Yeah. Duh. Quote, any consumers concerned about their health should seek medical advice. Now, they don't have... I don't see I don't see any recall... I don't see any product number or date, and it doesn't have that on this website. We can kind of go back here and maybe check, see if we have... yeah, okay, this is from Sky News Australia, so I'm sure that's probably a popular news area. Let's see, they go over the same thing here. Same thing. Bites dinosaur-shaped chicken pieces, which are coated in crispy batter. Undeclared allergen. All date codes and batches are affected. Whoa. This item... Oh, here we go. This item has been available to purchase at Aldi stores in New South Wales. I like that they don't do the abbreviations here because I don't know what they were. Available to purchase at Aldi stores in New South Wales, Queensland, Western Australia, Victoria, South Australia, and the ACT. Okay, and it says all date codes and batches are affected. So I would just err on the side of caution, and if you have those at home, take them back to Aldi, because they say all date codes and batches are affected. So take them back. Anyone who has a peanut allergy or intolerance, they basically, right here, they say the same thing, and this is on Sky News Australia. That is all they have on that as well. Guys, you know, it's happening so much. And I have as many questions as you guys do. It's getting out of control. We have to be careful with everything. We got to make sure that we're checking different websites every day. You know, I talked to my mom, and she pretty much gives, like, every time I talk to her, she says, oh, something didn't, because she has, you know, the notifications for the food recalls and stuff, and she's constantly popping up on her phone. Notification. Cucumbers. And cucumbers have now, like, there was something with Walmart. I think they I think they pulled them all down or whatever, but there was something with the one of them. It was Listeria or Salmonella. It is so hard to keep up with, guys. It really is. Listeria seems to be the big one right now. It's like Listeria is on everything. I don't know. But, what I do know is that we'll continue to keep each other informed. Thank you to everyone who leaves in the comments what you are noticing around the world. It does help. You're helping your neighbor. We reach a pretty decent sized audience here on this channel, and I know that everybody really appreciates it. I appreciate it. Jessica appreciates it. Mom appreciates it. Everyone around here who watches our channel appreciates all the help. We gotta get these out here as fast as we can so that we know, because silly things like this with the sliced deli meats, with virtually no information of what product it is, where did it come from, they give the 12 states, which we went over in our last coffee rant. Feel free to check that out. It's a couple videos back. And the title of that is Massive Recall. I feel like somebody made a joke saying, we're going to have to start calling these Dano Recall something. I don't know. It was funny. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. Just wanted to put this information out here. I don't have any answers. But the only answer I do know is that these products that have been recalled, everything that's gone away, things that keep disappearing, empty shelves that you may be seeing, manufacturers that look like they're probably going under, they'll be back. And they'll be back at a higher price. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.